Welcome to Revenue Busters!
Hello, everyone. Why are we talking like this?
I don't know. It's like what everybody does in the videos. You feel like you gotta. We don't have a cool intro yet, where it's like Revenue Busters. You know, we don't have anything cool, so we just gotta do the monster. Yeah, you gotta scream it out. Do the monster truck voice. You know, that's all we can do. That's where we're at right now. It's low budget, man. This is teleprompter free, folks.
We're trying to make it as low budget as possible. That's the goal.
That is the goal.
Yeah. Both figuratively and literally.
Yeah, if we can do this, actually, and make it this crappy, it's going to even be more special.
It will be.
Right. If we can make tons of money doing it this crappy, you know, I mean, anybody can do this then.
Yeah.
Anybody can look this crappy making money.
Exactly.
That's a good slogan. We can make you look like crap, but you're going to make a shit ton of money.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah, I like it.
Anyways, what are we talking about today, guys?
We've got, you know, I mean, Gary, you had some good things you mentioned earlier. I think that's a good thing for us to launch. So why don't you bring us into it, and we'll just start talking through it, man. Open Q&A, kind of downloading.
Kristen, when you had your hands like this, it's like it reminds me of that one Saturday Night Live skit. Sometimes when I get nervous, I stick my hands in like this, and then I just
And you too can look this crappy.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, okay, so I'm looking for an email real quick. You guys talk amongst yourselves while I find it.
All right, man. Hey, anything new on your end, Christian? Have you been finding anything cool and fun out there?
There's lots of fun stuff out here, honestly. I mean, nothing like that I haven't seen before, but I've been looking a lot more. I've just been doing a lot of research on the FBA stuff and learning, just getting into it, because I feel like that's a big part, is just knowing what you're doing and knowing how you're going to do it. So, I mean, research on that part isn't hard either. I mean, you can find everything on the internet. It's beautiful.
All right, I found it.
It is beautiful. And, you know, we've kind of been doing the same thing, been going through different programs. I found a few out there that were pretty cool, pretty useful, pretty helpful. And I will say, I mean, that's one great thing about YouTube and anybody doing streaming stuff, is there's just a bevy of good knowledge, and you can kind of go through a lot of different people's perspective on it and fill the gaps of what makes sense. But there's a thread that runs through it all. There's that thread of the same information or the same experience they're all having going through the journey of what they're doing. So I really like that. You know, right now we're at that place too. Hey, who's the buddy?
This is Eddie.
Eddie?
Zeddy.
Zeddy. I like Zeddy better. Hey, Zeddy. Yeah, it's cool. Got a drink. We also have our drinking game. So for you folks who are trying to get better at this whole YouTube thing and not sound like you're just going but what, whatever those funky grunts and noises that come out. So we have a drinking game now. Every time we do it or we catch each other doing it, we have to take a drink of whatever we got. So I have coffee right now.
We got another dog outside too. Actually, we do have a special guest on the show. Would you like to introduce them, Will?
Sure. I'll introduce a good friend of mine for many, many, many years, Mr. Paul Filan. He's here hanging with me in Tennessee.
Tennessee, is that where we're at?
We're in Tennessee. Wow. He was originally from, and still is, in Michigan. So he's hanging out actually with you folk up there, but he's down here.
Yes.
Before his busy season kicks in with all the cool stuff that he does. But him and his wife have been looking into, again, a lot of these kind of things and opportunities, and it's a great opportunity for him to look at and go through maybe what we're going through as a test subject along with ourselves. And we're gonna guinea pig you, buddy.
That works. More samples. I like samples, man. I like samples.
A little. So you know, he's not eccentric at all. He's not in my backyard in a cocoon pod.
Oh, that's
this
soon. Soon, when summer hits, we'll have full wings and be able to fly.
That's right. This is a metaphor. If we can help Paul break out of his cocoon and bust, you know, or we want this to be a builder actually, but we're hoping the FBA stuff will be a big revenue builder. He'll break out of that cocoon in my backyard and become a very successful man, and he won't live in my backyard anymore. He won't live in the trash fire, garbage pail backyard, dumpster diving.
As long as I got my dog, I'm all right. But get to it because I want to get out of here.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
That's what I say. Let's get to it. All right. So, yes, one of the things that I was researching was a little bit of the wholesaling. So, as we've discussed before, we've got a few different strategies that you can do on FBA Amazon or Amazon FBA or just Amazon. Let's just say that marketplace. So let's just kind of review those. Number one, there's retail arbitrage. That is going out to your local stores, your Walmart, your Target, your Meijer, your Kroger, what other big box store, actually even Home Depot, Lowe's, any of those stores, and looking for products that are on clearance. And then you get them super low. You check on Amazon what they're selling. You could actually use the Amazon app. Right there, they have a scan tool, and you can see exactly what it's selling for on Amazon. And you know that Amazon fees, or what we found, is Amazon fees run about 15%. So add 15% to what you're going to get purchase it for. And if you can make some profit there, you know you can buy it, throw it, send it out to Amazon FBA, and make some money on it. So there's that one. And we're going to go in, Christian and I, very soon, probably before Easter, are going to go hit some stores and see what we can find. And there's a tool that I found that I want to test out. It is called FBA Scan. FBA Scan, it's an app on your phone, and it goes into a little bit more detail on what you can, or it scans the item and it kind of goes into detail, and it shows exactly, or breaks it down a little bit more. And it just says buy or don't buy. Green is good, green is buy, red is bad. So it lets you know if you're going to be able to make profit based on the parameters you set in there. And it's real quick. So you're just going through clearance aisles and scanning. So it speeds up the process a little bit. All right. So the other one we'll be doing very shortly, maybe all three of us will get together on this, or four of us if Paul's still out of the cocoon right now, will be the,
I'm hanging.
the tactical arbitrage. Now, tactical arbitrage is online arbitrage. So you're doing the exact same thing, except for going to the store location. You're using a software created by a couple different companies, and I found a couple different companies that everyone's touting about on YouTube to try out, and they give you free trials, but they will go and shop everything for you. And when you wake up in the morning, you'll have all these clearance items that you can purchase direct from the store. You send it directly to your location or a prepper, and they'll prep it and send it to FBA and get it all labeled and whatnot and send it. And we'll get on the labeling and all that stuff too. But I've done a lot of research on this over the last 2 months, and so I'm spewing a lot of information. But we're going to try to hit trainings on all these stuff because we're going to be where we have to do it. So you'll get to see it. But anyways, drink. That was I like to say anyways a lot. One of the key words. All right, so the last one, and another one, private label is the other one. That's another one we're going to go into, but we will dive in that a little bit further. That's where you are looking for products that are already selling. They've got some issues. They've got some challenges. They got some defects. You make the product better, make it a premium product, and then you private label it under your own brand and throw it up on Amazon. We'll go into that too. And then the last one we're just going to talk about today, to get done real quick, is wholesaling. So we are actually looking for brand name products, however you want to say it. And we are getting them from authorized distributors, retailers, or resellers, and actually potentially manufacturers if we can get there. If you can get right to the manufacturer and it's a name brand product, that's even better. Their profit margins are even better. So we did just get back from the ASD Market Week, and we did meet a few of these authorized resellers on some products. We're going to kind of show you exactly how it goes, or what we found. So we went around to this huge ASD Market Week. It's a trade show out in Las Vegas, and they do it 2 times a year, once in March, once in August. We may go to the August one, but I did find a strategy for those that don't want to travel to Las Vegas. where you can actually get on the list, and you'll get a list of all the retailer or all the what are they called? Will, help me out. The vendors, all the vendors that are at the trade show. A list of them. It gives you their website, their contact information. And you can contact them before, or you can contact them after the show. But you have their contact information. Say, hey, I was thinking about going to the ASA or ASD Market Week, and maybe look forward to meeting you there. But maybe we can start a relationship before that, and let's get going right away. So you'll be able to find some vendors that will allow you to get some products even before you get going. So.
Yeah, real quick, housekeeping item. Is Gary sound loud to you, Christian, or not?
Sound loud?
Yeah, I've got you only up to about halfway volume, and you're pretty cranking on my end, but it's okay.
Am I cranking? I am talking a little bit louder than I normally do.
I just didn't want you to distort. No, not too bad. I just didn't want you to distort or anything in the audio.
Okay. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
There you go.
I mean, yeah, he's halfway from me too. So.
I'm kind of getting excited a little bit. So
you're doing great, man. You're doing great. I'm learning something. I'm loving it, man.
All right, so
and I was there.
Yeah, and you were there with me, and we walked probably a good, I don't know, it was probably a good 25 miles that week.
10 miles a day, it felt like, but yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of
If you want a good workout, go to the ASD Market Week. The place is freaking huge. All right, where was I? So we did meet some vendors. We got some contact information. We swapped some cards.
We did.
We got some ideas, and we got our first email that came in I think it was last night, and he sent me a list of products. So I'm just going to kind of quickly dive into how it works. It's pretty simple, actually. And actually, with this particular vendor, they actually give you the ASIN number, which we'll probably go into another training. But if you're not familiar with it, but that's kind of like the Amazon UPC number, or how Amazon lists all their products. It has an ASIN number, ASIN, like ASIN, like all have sinned and fallen short. But ASIN. All right. Anyways,
Okay.
That is a revenue buster if you go down that road.
Yes.
Anyway, okay. So.
Well, actually, it's pretty good. They do make.
No, it depends on what. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. It depends where you are. If you're
you got to build that product line.
Yeah.
Right.
If you're sitting in the pew, it might not be. Anyways, we'll stay out of that. All right. That was another life.
But it can be a buster or a builder too. We may do that one later,
We should.
For those of you who want to.
Because then you don't have to pay taxes. So that's
at some point when the channel is bigger than just us, we'll do a poll and we'll ask people. We'll say, what should we do next? And if anybody ever asks for that one, we can.
We do it. We can do it. We've done it. We built it.
We built it. We could build it.
Okay, so let me share a little email here that I got so you can see some products. And actually, you know what? I'm going to share this, and if you guys see the products, you'll be able to. Those are live ASIN numbers. So so wholesaling, name brand products. These guys got a bunch of name brand products. They're authorized to resell them. And so that makes you authorized to sell them. Now, something we'll go into next on the next training is how do you become ungated in brand names or unlocked in name brands? Because Amazon does have some layers of protection. So not everyone's just, it's kind of I don't even know where I'm looking for, but it's just the Wild West of just everyone being able to list whatever. So they do have some restrictions and things that you got to go through, and we'll walk through those to unlock yourself to be able to sell these name brands. But once you're unlocked in them, you can sell these name brands all day long. And you do want to sell products that are already selling. So, I mean, and the other good part about wholesaling is, I don't know if you guys can hear that alarm, but my door alarm just went off. The other good thing about wholesaling is you don't have to worry about marketing because the products are already name brand. All the marketing is already done for you. When you're you don't even have to create the ad in Amazon. That's kind of one of the positives of this strategy, of the wholesaling strategy. All right, so we got this email from our vendor. Bear with me here. Can you guys see that all right? Is that too big? It's too small?
That's good.
You guys see that all right?
This looks good on my phone too.
Okay, cool. So, all right. So I'm going to go with the second one down. That was the one I researched real quick, just out of the bat before we held this call. This is a D-Link wireless dual band Wi-Fi network adapter. So you stick it in your computer and you get Wi-Fi access if your computer doesn't have it already built in or it's broken. So if you look at it, and actually what's cool about this vendor, they give you the ASIN number already to Amazon. And so you can just click that link and bring it right up. They have 500 units available. Minimum order is 120. They are selling for $8.50 each, and then if you buy all 500, they'll drop it 50 cents each for $8, and they're ready to ship immediately. So with that, what we want to do is click on the, and let me switch over to the, we want to click on that link, and I'll show you what came up on the Amazon screen. I wonder, do you guys know if there's a way on this Google Hangouts just to switch your screens without having to stop and then go back in?
I don't know.
We'll have to figure that out, but I'm here. I'm back up with the other one. So this is what came up on Amazon, and this is the product. So you can see they've already got it all marketed for you. They got multiple pictures. The pictures are good. They've got some text and some showing you how it all works. Pretty good. I mean, the ad's actually pretty decent for a name brand product.
Mm-hmm.
And so you'll see that the prime price is $18.99, and you will see that the price they're going to sell it to us for if we buy all 500 is $8 a piece. And now with Christian's negotiation skills and his charming good looks, I am sure that we can get that down probably to $7.50, maybe $7.25 a unit as well. So you always kind of try. If you don't ask, it won't happen. So, but let's just go with $8. Let's say we're going to buy all 500 for $8. How much money does that equal, Will?
Go.
Yeah, unmute yourself.
I have to unmute. Sorry. 750. Where are we at? 750. How many are you doing?
$8, 500 units.
750 something? What are we at?
$8, 500 units. We're at $4,000. That's going to cost us $4,000.
It's going to cost us 4,000. I thought we were looking at profit. Sorry, I was already ahead to the full profit marks. About what?
Okay.
$750.
So that's how much.
I won't get ahead of you. I won't get ahead.
So for $4,000. Okay. So now we're going to click over to this. Oh, that's another one that we're going to do.
I like that one, man. Put that one back up there. That's the one I want. Man,
Yeah,
why haven't we looking at?
Cool. That's another product. That's the one here that had free shipping, so it didn't even have to cost for
Dude,
shipping.
that's like a puppy dog in a duck suit.
Isn't it? Wait, what is it?
It's a dog in a duck suit.
It's a duck that ate a dog, and he ate him backwards.
That is awesome.
That's not the one I'm looking for. But that's not what I'm looking for either.
Go back to the one.
For?
So we're saying, what's it going to cost to buy
500
So, yes.
for $8 a piece.
Yeah. So 500. Yeah. So 500 units, $8. It's costing us $4,000.
Yes.
Now, to check out to see if this is actually worth it for us, we are going to just type in Amazon Profit Calculator, Amazon Profit Calculator in Google, and this is what comes up. You put in the ASIN number right here, and they are selling for $18.99. Okay. Oh yeah. On the Profit Calculator, if you wanted to fulfill the product, it's going to be on the left side under your fulfillment. If you want Amazon to do their FBA and just ship it, and you don't have to worry about it, you ship it to them and they do everything. And maybe we'll hit this line by line. So, you may charge some shipping. You can charge some shipping if you're fulfilling it. So I guess, I don't know. Have we discussed that before, guys, about how Amazon, you can be just you can actually sell on Amazon, ship everything yourself. That is that side of it.
We've only tiny touched on it a little bit.
Or you can do Amazon FBA. So you can actually have your own warehouse and do it all. And actually there are some people out there that they do that strictly because they don't want to pay the Amazon fulfillment fees and then their storage fees. So, and it makes more sense because their products may be bigger size and that kind of thing. So it makes more sense for them to do it that way.
Real quick though, the calculator too, just so folks who, I mean, as you're throwing out a lot of great stuff, but is that the salecalc.com, or is it actually one that shows up in because I know sometimes you can download some of these cool extensions in Chrome that really help you out. Is this a Chrome thing? Is this a standalone thing?
This is a standalone thing. Just Google Amazon Profit Calculator.
The first one that comes up is Sellex.com Amazon-profit.
Go to the okay, yeah.
And there's one in the box that says Amazon Marketplace Fee and Profit Calculator. That's salescalc.com/Amazon. These all seem like other people, but Jungle Scout has one too. Jungle Scout has an Amazon FBA Profit Calculator that you can download as well, but I don't think that's the same one.
All right, so okay, so this is the one you want. So I'm gonna. I typed in FBA. Make sure you put FBA in there. So it's Amazon FBA Profit Calculator.
Got it. Okay. Yep.
Type that in. It's the second one down under Seller Central Amazon.
Okay. Thank you.
So Seller Central Amazon. This is from Amazon themselves. Now I got to put the ASIN number in right here. So I'm going to copy this over here, which you guys can't see right now, but we're going to go here. Oh crap! It's the whole link it copied. Be right back. Hold on, I got to recopy.
So real quick, with the ASIN number, so I know the distributors gave it to us, but like, what if you don't have that? How do you get that if you don't have the ASIN number? I didn't hear you when you said.
Okay, so the ASIN number, if it's a product already established on Amazon, you can find it right on the page itself. Gotcha. And let me see if I can see where it's at. Actually, let me back up a little bit. So the ASIN number is somewhere on the page. I saw it one time before. Where is it at? Can you guys see it?
I'm looking. Whoa.
Here it is. Here it is down here. Okay. So go down to product information. So scroll down all the way to product information. I just kept scrolling, and product description, and then product information. ASIN number is right here.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. I was just curious. And for, people to know if they don't know.
Exactly.
No, good question. I think we should all chime in when we're not sure, because that's the learning process.
So that's the ASIN number. Now, this particular vendor would give us the ASIN number, which is good. So you didn't have to scroll down and find it. So you type it in, but then it makes sure that the product comes up. All right. So then the product comes up once you type it into that little box. And you can actually see product details right there. So we are, and you saw that it was selling for $18.99. Okay. And to ship to Amazon, I'm not exactly sure the cost, but you got 500 units. You saw how small the package probably would be for that particular product. I'm guessing you could probably ship it in a box and do it maybe, even if you did it FedEx, it's gonna be like $20, but so you divide $20 by 500 units, and this is the per unit shipped to Amazon. Okay, so let's just say it's 25 cents to ship each one to Amazon. It's gonna be something small like that. I'm not exactly sure what it would equal out. Once we choose one of these products, we'll have another video like this, and we'll actually make an order and show people once we fully look at these products. All right, so cost of the product. So cost of the product is what we're going to pay for it, $8. And then so you fill in those three numbers, hit calculate, and it brings up all the fees that potentially Amazon would charge you if you have them fulfill it. And then you can actually put in your information too if you want to ship it. And let's say you charge $3 for shipping. Well, actually, we'll put it there. $3.25 for shipping. I'm not sure exactly what it would be. And then let's recalculate it. Okay. All right. So what comes up is you will see that Amazon selling fee is $1.52. The fulfillment fee, which is their fee, which includes the shipping it to the customer, and then they handle all customer support. And 1 month's worth of storage is all in those fulfillment fees. And so the total, and then with our shipping, so the total cost of everything is $3.46. Seller proceeds are $14.01 after you subtract that, and then we paid $8 per unit, so that leaves $6 of profit, and that is a 31, almost a 32% return on your money. Now over here, that's just one unit. If we bought all 500, and then it automatically recalculates everything, and so you'll see in the net profit here we paid $4,000. Okay, and the revenue, actually we'll start with revenue. Revenue was $9,500 about. That was your cost and your seller proceeds, and then your net profit is $3,000 and $5. So on that particular unit, now they're not going to all sell at one time. It may take 1 month to sell everything out, and we're going to hit on that next. That's a whole nother training that goes beyond this call, but you want to make sure that you're selling products that are already selling. So you do want to look that the next step on this particular product, we do like the profit margin, but the next step would actually be to take a look at the sales of this particular product over the long run. And is there still a demand for it? I mean, most stuff comes with wireless built in. So is the demand still there? So are you buying this at the end of a curve, and they're just going to sit there for 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, and you're not going to get your sales right away? So that's something that you want to look at, but we'll go into that in another training. You guys have any questions on that? Does that look good? I mean, that's kind of a cool, if this works out, it's kind of cool if you can just keep doing this over and over again.
Yeah, no, I like it. It's a cool little way to just continuously get I mean, obviously you have to work every once in a while, but I mean, you buy a big sum of probably like 500, then I mean, it's just keep selling that. My only question is, you said they hold it for a month?
No, that's the store. So, okay, so the fees for Amazon, there is a storage fee. Okay. So the Amazon fulfillment by Amazon fee that you see in this profit calculator, the 321, you get 30 days storage for free. After that, they charge you for how much space your product takes up in their warehouse.
Okay, I was going to say, because
that'll add to your cost if you have something that's not selling very fast, that will eat at your profits pretty quickly if it's not selling very, very quick.
Right. Okay.
So good question. Good question.
Great question.
Fantastic.
I was going to say, because like, if you just had 1 month free and then they're just going to ship the rest of the 300 to your front door, I mean,
that would suck.
That would really suck.
Yeah. So you don't. Yeah.
How can you factor in for secondary month in there, or does it just show you kind of like a 1 month at a time? I guess
it shows you a 1 month at that first month in the calculator.
Okay.
So there's your monthly storage fee for this particular unit. It's not that expensive. 2 cents.
Gotcha.
Per unit.
Per unit.
Yeah.
So not too bad, but it will eat at your profits. Yeah, but it will eat at your profits if you have, and then that's. I mean, from what I've been learning online too, a lot of these so-called gurus, I'm using quotes. Actually, let me take off my.
I'll do it for you. There you go.
All right, there's my quotes. A lot of the gurus say stick with products that are not in the large category, so you do not eat up your storage fee, or your storage fees become unbearable if you accidentally put in a product that's just too big. But
is it a weight issue on the storage? Is that kind of how they're basing it?
Weight and space. I think it's a space.
It's just space based. Okay. Yeah. So size really becomes a bigger issue than
that is a big issue then,
yeah. Well, good thing so maybe we can get a lot of those little plush dolls, because we can cram those into a little small space, you know.
Yeah. So yeah, something I have been looking at. There is that Keepa app, which I talked about in one of my last trainings. This is something else that you want to look at too. Actually, I did learn about this, and I did want to talk about this. The Keepa app kind of gives you an idea of how long it's been on the market. Okay, and I don't know if you guys can see that, but let me zoom it in one time, see if it gets a little bigger.
Stalker.
Is there someone behind you?
Was
Was there?
What?
What? The guy
So
from-
this
Red
one
People.
goes back to. Let me see if I can go more. So this Keepa app, this is free to download. Now this is a Google Chrome. What do they call them? Add-on app. What's it called?
It's attached.
It's called an extension.
extension.
There it is, right there. I was looking for extension. So this is an extension. It's free from Google on Google Chrome. So it does give you a lot of neat information. So it lets you know how much Amazon. You can put Amazon if Amazon's selling the product directly. New used sales, list price, refurbished sales. It also allows you, the buy box price is something that you want to look at. That is actually what the price is kind of going for, and it kind of fluctuate as inventory or as demand, supply and demand fluctuates. So does your price. So something you may want to take a look at too, as you'll see here, it did sell for $24.85 list price, $19.99. So as inventory goes low, the price does fluctuate, but as inventory becomes greater, your price is going to fluctuate down. So now $12.99 is that basically eats all your profits away. So there are going to be times where that will fluctuate once you put it in. But you will have to watch. I mean, when you're from what I have researched, you can set that price, and you can manage your price to either match that lower price or keep it at the higher price to keep what your margin is. As you can see, it changes pretty regularly through here, and now right now it's sitting at $18.99. What you see.
Question real quick on the these extensions for. I've heard that only Chrome really works with a lot of these things, so you really can't use them inside of Internet Explorer or Firefox or anything like that, right?
Yeah, or Safari. Yeah, so
Or
far,
Safari.
the ones that for the two tools that I've been using in my training here usually regularly is this Keepa app, and that is only Chrome, and then also the Jungle Scout, which we'll have a training on here shortly. Because we're just getting into Jungle Scout. That tool is just crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy
Pretty amazing,
powerful.
though.
Yeah.
They both are, though. They both give you really
Yeah.
important metrics and logistical information you need
Yes.
to make a quality decision before you move forward.
Exactly. And actually, there's some more data here, and I didn't even know these little tabs yet. Let me see if this will come up. I looked at these the other day.
Here we are, learning on the fly.
Wow.
So this was kind of cool. This kind of brings up all your averages and all your what people are selling, third-party FBA are selling, last 90-day average. So this kind of gives you and what the used ones are selling for. So it really gives you a good pricing background, and that's the little data tab that just is new. That has not been here before, but that gives you a good idea right away what your prices are. And then you can set up tracking as well. So when the price changes, you can get emails and stuff, and so you know that you need to change your price as well. And then it also gives you like all range. So if you put all, it'll go back in time and it'll show you exactly when everything started. So now let's go into. So that's Keepa. That gives you a good idea what prices are, what they have been. So if you see that, okay, yes, maybe you're coming in right now in this current time, but in the very near past, it was still only selling for $12.99, and right now it's in a jump up to $19.99 or $18.99, what we just saw. It jumped up, and you're thinking, okay, my profit margins are good. This $8 price is great. And actually, you could use this tool to negotiate with the vendor as well, saying, "Hey, look it, this thing has dropped down to $12.99 at $8. It doesn't work for me. How low? What's the best we can do on the price?" So it'll give you a good idea of making sure that you're not buying something that has been $12.99 in the past and all of a sudden just jumped up, and you're making the correct analysis with your numbers on that. So that leads me to the buy box. Now, the buy box is the box that shows up on the right hand side. Let me see. Here's the buy box right here. Okay, and the current, and it kind of it rotates it, but Amazon may have the buy box. So if it's a product that actually Amazon sells and they stock and they sell it, they could have the buy box. But normally it's a lot of your FBA sellers that have the buy box, and depending on what your price is at, you will share the buy box with other people, or you may have it by yourself. So another thing that I have learned is you want to check how many people are in the buy box. If there's 20 people in the buy box and you're buying this product, you're going to be competing against 20 other people, and you're going to get rotated in on the buy box every 20th time someone goes to buy this product. So the more people in the buy box, the less volume, or the slower your sales are going to be. The less people in the buy box, the greater your sales. So to find out, and there may be some other strategies, I haven't even learned it. I just kind of watched a thing on this the other day. And there's probably some new strategies that you can look at exactly how to do the buy box. But one of the strategies that I learned, okay, was coming in here, and you want to hit new because we're only selling new, and then you also want to hit Prime because Prime are FBA sellers. Okay, so Prime members that are FBA sellers there's only one, and so that is this guy right here, MM Bark. And so this may be a potentially good product because there's only one other person in the buy box. So if you put your price, when you list your product on your Amazon seller account at $18.99, you are going to share the buy box with this person, and it's just going to go back and forth between you as people go to buy this product. Does that make sense, guys? You guys have any questions on that?
No, that's actually a nice little tool. I like that.
But you always have to match that price.
If you want to be in the buy box together. Now, if you can beat the price,
Well, if you're
and then
above
if you're above it, like at $19.99.
Yeah, for example.
If you're above it, once his stock is gone, then it'll go to your stock.
But it always goes to price. But do you still rotate you and him? As long as you're at his number or above, so it's better just to be at the same number for obvious reasons.
If you go above his number, you go to $19.99. Then once his stock is gone, then the buy box will go to you.
Okay. Which makes no sense anyway. You might as well compete with and take advantage of the rotation and all that. So
yeah,
correct. So if you match him, or if you go below him, then you're going to have the buy box by itself. If you go $18.95, the buy box is all yours. Once your inventory is gone, then it goes to his inventory. Now, if he watches his pricing, he marks it down to $18.95, then you're back and forth. So do you want to create that, or do you just want to match it? There's nothing he can do. If he goes lower, then you can go match him again and just go 1-1.
Yeah.
So there is some strategy there.
Right.
And I'm not sure, there may be some software that actually does that automatically for you, or this would be something if you didn't want to sit here and watch all your pricing all the time. You would hire a virtual assistant. They would, on a daily basis, go through your back office, see where the prices are compared to everyone that came new into the buy box, and adjust your prices accordingly. And then you would set up parameters. But we'll get into the whole automation of this thing a little bit later, because that's something that you definitely want to do, because you don't want, and in all our videos, and I'm sure you guys will agree with this, is we're not looking for building a business to have an 80-hour job a week. We're looking for time freedom. We're looking for income that frees up time. So with that in mind and that focus, that'll be something we'll definitely hit on later. Anyways, that's kind of all I got. Kind of a cool little thing with the wholesaling part of it, and that's a potential. So there is pros and cons to it. So
you want to do the little plush toy one just to see another quick example of just another one? Or?
Yeah,
we can do plush toy. Let's do the duck eating the dog. plush toy.
Cool. And I'm sending you, by the way, I just got something from another one of the suppliers we met with there. Just got another message came in. So obviously things are starting to come in from that conference.
Definitely.
So
All
we
right,
shot
so
that to you.
we have the duck eating the dog face plushie.
Little Benny.
Little Benny.
I like little Benny. So cute.
Okay, so we go back to let me go back. So you got here we are at $16.95. Let's just check the buy box real quick. It doesn't look like, I mean, right here, new $2. So there's, I mean, not $2. New, there's only two people. Yeah, there's only two people.
Two people selling it.
Two people selling it. And so there's only one Prime member, Heavenly Gifts.
Wow, look
and
at
they got
that.
So they're at $16.95, and that's a Prime, which you want to be at. So we're going to keep up. So this thing was at 11, and it probably stock is low, so it did jump up to $16.95. So 11.40 though, that's kind of what it's sold at that's the list price. And so stock is low, so that it did jump up to $16.95. So
explain why that's going on. Why are people jumping their price that high when their inventory goes low?
So I mean, it's economics 101. It's been a while. It's been about 20 years since I took economics, and
I took it last year.
So Christian, you explain it then.
Okay.
My voice is kind of getting tired.
So in economics, actually, when a product begins to lower and you don't have as many in stock, then you start running out. And if you keep it at the same price, at the baseline of what was it, 11.40? 11.40. They'll continuously sell as fast, but if you up the price, not as many people will buy it, but people will still buy your product, but in a way, like, you'll make more profit because there's less in stock. So you don't want to run out of stock, so you kind of up the price. So when upping the price, you also increase money, and that people will still buy the product. And like, you can't go crazy with it. Like, you couldn't make it a $30 tiny little plushie toy. But when you up the price, and I'm sure there's some type of calculator that could tell you how much you should put it up when you're running out of stock in some economic form. Guy to ask there would be my economics teacher. That's what he's doing. So.
We'll Skype him next.
Sounds good.
All right. So so basically, as supply goes down, price goes up, right?
But you're trying to also not run out of inventory.
And you're not trying to run inventory. So as the price goes up, people won't buy it as quickly because the price is higher.
Well, and on Amazon, again, another question, that caveat to that is, how bad is it if you run out of inventory in Amazon and you don't have anything that you can sell?
That's a good question. I don't actually know.
Now with it's going to be different depending what strategy you're running. If it's your own brand name product, that's going to be bad because it's your brand and you ran out of stock. However, if it's a name brand product, they're not going to really blame you. That's just
Well, in the wholesale part, right? You run out. You want to run out. You want to sell out of them and be done. And
you want to sell it, be done with it, and you got your money back.
But right, on a brand name one, that would kind of be bad. And I guess, do you get dinged at all if you sit idle? Like, if all of a sudden you're sitting idle for a week or 2 or 3 or a month without any product to sell, do they start? I mean, your ranking would probably drop. Yes, no.
There is no ranking. So because it's not your
not a wholesale. I said in your own brand.
In your brand.
Oh, in your own brand. Yes.
I switched gears there. I said
your product, all the that's something that we got to research a little bit further. But from what I've seen so far, once you run out of stock, your product will get taken off the first page. And that's where you want to be, because that's where most people buy. I think it's like 85% of the people buy on the first page.
So there's a penalty right there.
there. You're going to lose all that momentum, and you're going to be taken off the first page, and that's going to hurt your sales. So when you come back, you have to kind of try to get back on the front page, and that's a lot of extra work and a little bit extra money in marketing that you got to spend to get yourself back up there.
Okay,
it's good. It's good to know. Good to know. The more you know.
Yes. We know what we know now.
Bing, bong, bong. All right. I am losing my voice. All right. So where are we at here? Buy box $16.95. So go back here. Actually, I'm not gonna bring it back over so I don't have to switch. But let's see if I can just do it. Can you do it? No, you can't. There's
That's
no way.
pretty steep discount they've got going on that product too, though. I mean, that's just.
Okay. Yep, almost done. Almost done. All right, I got to get going here soon. But
Yeah, let's just finish this out. And we'll be
let's
good.
finish this one up. So $795 is the discount. Minimum order was $360, but they do have 800 units. So as long as it stayed at $1695, we'd be good. But at 11, let's just go back real quick to the calculator and kind of calculate that out. So we are at $1695. And let's just say it's 25 cents per unit. And then we are at $795. And let's calculate it. So we are at 24% return on our money. There's $4 in profit. If we bought everything, they had 800 units. We're looking at that same 3,344 revenue. But if you looked at that, let's go back to the duck eating the dog, and really the list price is $11.40. So you put that list price in there, and this may be actually a, what do we call it? A buster.
Revenue buster.
There you go.
Whoa! Yeah, if we're losing money on that. And that's what I mean. That's a huge discrepancy between the two, and then the cost of it, obviously. And that seems a little high for that product anyway.
Yes.
I would say
a plush toy like that, it's going to be a $10 toy. So you need to get that.
Right, to sell. So you got to buy it at half that, $5 or less.
Yep, exactly. So we need that to be probably about $4, really. So that would be one that we would not move forward with.
Mm-hmm.
They're charging double because the duck ate the dog, and they think it counts as 2 plush toys. And it doesn't. It's just a one. Come on.
But it wouldn't help. It wouldn't. I mean, depending on the demand, and we got to look at that and kind of go into that or learn about that. But it may be, it might be a good negotiation tool with the vendor, saying, "Hey guys, this thing's listed on Amazon at $11.40, and right now stock is low, so it is up to $16.95. But I can't make money at $11.40. What can you guys? How far can we get down? Can we make it work?"
Right. And if not, then you move on. That's what's great about this. They had a list when we go back to the original thing you showed us from that the wholesaler folk.
Yeah.
That
I'm back.
Yay, what's up, Gary? So
all right.
Yeah. So that original list, though, obviously there was a handful of stuff. And if I saw correctly, too, that's one of many vendors we met with that are like, they provide you with daily deals.
Yeah,
they're like, hey, we've got, they'll send it to your email. So you can sign up for 20 of these different companies that are selling brand products, off-brand products, whatever. And, you just get this list every day from all these people. And you can go through it, do this exercise we just did, and find whatever has the best profit margins, ends up selling the best, hits the best sweet spot, and then we could go from there.
Exactly. All right, gentlemen, I do have to get going, actually. I forgot my kids at a thing at 5 o'clock, and it's 4:54.
All right, gentlemen, good session. Show the love.
If you guys could, someone research real quick. We need to find out how to find out the momentum of these products. Are they selling? How fast they're selling? So if someone could research
the velocity
of sales on these products.
Velocity of sales. Okay.
I like that word. I just made it up. Or I heard it somewhere and I stole it.
All right.
But I do think one of our taglines should be, we should say, embrace the build and block the bust, or something like that.
Okay.
Harness the build and block the bust.
And grab the bus.
Yeah, and grab the bus. No.
All right.
Why do we have to end?
On that note.
Wow.
We're out.
We're the builders. You got